from West Oso High School, and we got a pretty good one for you here tonight as the West Oso Running Bears host the Sinton Pirates. This should be an interesting game here as the Pirates come in. Talking to everybody on the Pirates sideline before the game a little bit. They believe they've been in some games. They played a really tough schedule. They played the likes of the Londons, the Tolosa Midways, the Port Aransas teams, and they've been in a lot of these games. Talking about trying to find a way to finish. Very lengthy Sinton team here. They're pretty stout on defense. So it should be a pretty good matchup against the athleticism that is West Oso. West Oso, we saw them here just the other night, Tuesday night, as they defeated very handily the Ingleside Mustangs. But coming in here should be a different type of monster as this Sinton team looks like come in here and put up a fight. But we talk about the West Oso Running Bears. And what can we say about this team? A lot of athleticism, a lot of good defense. We saw their point guard, Sadiq Sharif, go off on both sides of the floor, picking up steal after steal, being able to finish on the other side, finishing with 28 points Tuesday night. So this should be an interesting one here. And we're going to start with the starting lineups. Well, not the starting lineups, but we're going to go over the full roster for both teams. We're going to start with West Oso. We'll start at the tops with Sadiq Sharif, number 1. Number 2, AJ Lopez. Number 3, Zephaniah Rankin. Number 4, Joshua Williams. Number 5, Jalen James. Number 10, Carlos Terrazas. Number 11, Rayshawn Nichols. Number 12, Devin Houston. Number 20, Brandon Simmons. Number 22, Jonathan Reyes. Number 23, Jarrell Portlock. And number 24, Anthony Pena. That's the West Oso Running Bears. And over to the Sinton side, we're going to start from the top. We're going to start with number 2, Chris Arriaga. Number 3, Juan Gonzalez. Number 4, Dalen Davis. Number 5, J.R. Cruz. Number 12, Alex Puente. Number 23, Chris Burke. Number 24, God Payette. Number 32, Donovan Jimenez. Number 33, Ethan Bettis. Number 34, Thomas Barnick. Number 40, Ray Bettis. Number 50, Elijah Brown. The Sinton Pirates, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a minute to go here from the opening tip-off. We're going to take a break, and we'll come right back with that opening tip. Keep it here. I'm Mark Molina, and this is Real Sports Live.
Was located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Would you like to help needy kids and win some great prizes? For every $100 donation to Sunny Glen Children's Home Big Ticket Fundraiser, you can earn a chance to win prizes like a new Ford Bronco, an African Safari, a Rolex watch, Cowboys tickets, and more. Donate today at sunnyglen.org.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Molina here on the call for you, and we are coming to you from West Osa High School. Friday night basketball action. Had a couple of games on here tonight. We had, not too far from here, inside of Corpus, we had the Veterans Memorial Eagles boys doing battle with the Ray Texans. That should be a good one. Be able to catch that one on here as well. It started around 6:30, close about 45 minutes ago. So be able to catch that one here on Real Sports Live. And also the Veterans girls were in action hosting the Ray team earlier. That one was a 4:30 start. We have the Moody girls at Carroll tonight also here. So Joe Martinez on that call. Chris Bettis was on the Veterans call for the girls earlier, and Frankie Cardenas on the call for the Ray Texans at the Veterans Memorial Eagles. I'm Mark Molina bringing you this West Oso Sinton game. Should be a good one, as we talked about a little prior. I mean, there is some size to this Sinton team, and they're going to need it to counteract some of this athleticism from this West Oso team. We've seen them. They're scrappy. They can play a lot of good defense, and once they get up into the fast break, they're really tough out, really tough to stop. So, going to get going. Rayshawn Nichols. Looks like he's going to go against Dalen Davis here at midcourt, as we're going to get the opening tip-off. And there's the opening tip, and the ball is corralled and controlled by the West Oso Bears, top of the key. Here's Zephaniah Rankin. Rankin looking for somewhere to go. Nice bounce pass inside to Nichols. Nichols to the corner. Here's Sharif going to try an early three. And Sharif misses the mark. Rebound pulled down. That's J.R. Cruz, and bringing it up the court is God Payette. Yes, you heard that correctly. God Payette. Here's the drive. Donovan Jimenez. The runner rims in and out. Looks like it was halfway down and just comes out, and missed shot in there close by the Pirates early on. Over to A.J. Lopez. Lopez is going to try a three from the wing. Lopez misfires, and that's 2 threes. And here's an outlet pass up the court, trying to get it to Cruz. Cruz able to control it, but puts it up off the glass, and he misses. And both teams misfiring early on here. 2 trips up the court for each, and both teams coming up empty. They give it off here to Terrazas. Terrazas stops at the free throw line. He shoots, he drops it in. As he shoots it over Dalen Davis there, and Estoso on top 2-0 here in the early going. And here's Jimenez. He goes inside, drops it into Davis. And they get it over to Arriaga, and Arriaga is going to be called with the offensive foul there. And the ball is going to go over to West Oso. So 2-0 lead for the Bears early on. Here's Sharif out to Rankin. Gives it off to Lopez. He's going to be one of the players to watch for us here tonight. He can really get it going from the outside. Swing it over there to Lopez and over to Rankin. And Rankin dribbles, and this Sinton defense pretty good, keeping him on the perimeter. Here's Lopez from the corner. Another missed three by West Oso. 0 for 3 to start the game here are the Running Bears from beyond the arc. Here's Payette, gets in the paint, driving against Lopez, comes up short there on the runner. Westoso coming back the other way. Rankin gonna get called there with the offensive foul as he drives in. So it's gonna be the first team foul. Both teams have a foul. Actually, one offensive foul on each side here, so. Pass up ahead, Davis gets it out of Jimenez. Jimenez runs off the glass, it's good, down low. And Sinton ties the game at 2 and coming up on 5 minutes here, nearly 3 minutes gone from the first quarter. And each team only has one make from the field. Nichols over to Lopez. Lopez steps back, passes to Nichols, top of the key, shoots the 3. Nichols comes up short, and there's Tedazos trying to save it. And looks like he could not, he was out of bounds, so it's gonna be Sinton ball. Is God Payette gonna inbound for the Sinton Pirates? And Payette gonna bring the ball up the court for the Pirates. Inside of 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They go down low to Jimenez. Jimenez turns around over Rankin easy there as Donovan Jimenez. Nice moves on the low block to give Sinton a 4-2 lead. And here's Sharif with the runner and a nice little teardrop going to the basket. He ties the game going the other way, 4-4 now. And hasn't exactly been a free-flowing couple of minutes here, but it looks like we're in for a good one. As both teams playing stout defense, nothing easy on either side. And here's a drive by Davis. Pulls up, shoots in the paint, misses. Tedazos pulls down the rebound. And here comes Westoso. Lopez over to Rankin. Over to Sharif. And Sharif guarded by the taller Jimenez. And Sharif trying to drive, gets it over to Tedazos, over to Lopez. Lopez gonna drive. Lopez gets blocked in the paint by Dalen Davis. And here's Nichols. And he's gonna get the bucket and the foul off the feed from Rankin. And Rayshawn Nichols gonna go to the line. The sequence started with the block, but Westoso able to keep possession, and Rankin was able to find Nichols underneath, and Nichols able to make the shot in the paint, misses the free throw, but it's a 6-4 lead for Westoso. As Payette works on Lopez here. Gets it in, Jimenez stops, shoots over Nichols, misses short, but Jimenez follows his own shot, and there's a nice defensive play by Nichols, but he's gonna get called with the foul. And Donovan Jimenez gonna go to the line for the Sinton Pirates. That's going to be the first on Nichols, second team foul for Westoso. Misses on the first. And Jimenez misses both, but Sinton able to come up with it. And there's a 3 and a miss from long range by Arriaga. Here comes Westoso up ahead. They try to get it to Lopez, who's immediately met by Payette there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Actually, it's going to be a foul there on Payette, so it's going to be the third team foul on Sinton. And it's going to be Westoso ball here coming up on 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Rankin over to Nichols. Here's Tedazos on the drive, loses it on his feet. It's picked up by Cruz up ahead. Here's Jimenez. Jimenez drives, ends up with it, but he's able to adjust and put the ball off the glass and in, and it's 6-6 here. Here's Tedazos on the drive. Tedazos goes to the hole, but he's going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line. Nice job on the other end by Donovan Jimenez. Drives, loses the ball a little bit, but able, as we said, to adjust, put it up off the glass for the bucket. But coming the other way, Terrazas with a strong drive, and he's rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2, as it's the 4th team foul on Sinton here in the early going, as Terrazas knocks in the first free throw, makes it a 7-6 game. And Alex Puente coming in for Chris Arriaga. So Terrazas makes them both, makes it a 2-point game. About 2.5 left to go here. Cruz up ahead to Puente. And here's Cruz going to shoot the long 2, and he's going to get the kind bounce. So tie it up at 8. Here's Rankin. Dishes down low to Nichols, but Nichols loses it, and we have another West Osa turnover. But there's James on the ground, who just checked in a moment ago. Lopez on the wing, shoots the 3, comes up short. Cruz with the rebound for Sinton. And here's the pass up ahead as he tried to get it to Dalen Davis, but the pass a little bit too far, but it's going to be West Oso ball. Nichols going to sit down, and Joshua Williams going to check in for the first time tonight for the West Oso Bears. Tied at 8 here, inside of 2 minutes to go in the first. Here's Rankin, drives, sees a sea of maroon, can't finish, but there's James on the rebound, goes up, and he's going to be fouled there by Davis. Really aggressive game by both teams defensively. It's going to be one of those grinded out type of matches. We can see it here early on, as both teams got to earn every bucket here so far. Jalen James connects on the first free throw. Terrazas is going to sit down. And Brandon Simmons going to come in. Checking in is Elijah Brown for Sinton on the other side. And James knocks them both in and gives West Oso back the lead. It's 10-8 now, a minute 40 to go here in the first. They're going to go inside to Brown, and Brown gives it back up to Jimenez. Jimenez out to Cruz, who's going to take the jumper, misses. And Rankin comes up with the rebound up ahead to Lopez. Lopez over to James. Nice pass, and James can't finish, and there's the rebound. Payette comes up with it for Sinton, who's tripped up. And a missed opportunity there for West Oso. It was a nice pass. Lopez found a wide open James, and he just cannot finish with nobody in front of him. So the Sinton ball after Payette was tripped up. Here's Puente, sees a double team, gives it out to Payette in the corner for Cruz, and he's going to get called at the travel. So Cruz shuffled his feet there upon catching that ball, and it's going to be a West Oso possession going the other way. Rankin brings the ball up the floor for West Oso, shouting out the instructions, being guarded by Payette. Lopez in the deep corner, drives out to Rankin. Rankin fakes back to Lopez. Lopez on the drive, splits the defense, puts it up, can't finish. Rebounded there by Williams, who's blocked there by Cruz on the inside. But Joshua Williams going to the free throw line after Cruz picks up the foul. That's going to be 6 team fouls on Sinton. A lot of fouls by the Pirates here early on. Williams misses the first free throw. Lopez is going to take a seat as Sharif checks in. Cruz going to sit down, and Ray Pettis going to check in for the Sinton Pirates. Williams splits at the free throw line, makes it a 3-point game. And Puente going to get caught at the travel there as he hesitated on the pass. Tried to pass it up ahead, stopped and looked behind him. Just don't know what happened there, but nevertheless, it's a Sinton miscue, and it's going to lead to another West Oso possession. Sinton's been good on defense, but they can't give West Oso extra possessions like that. And here's Sharif, and getting it right back is Jimenez, plays defense, and Jimenez going the other way. Nice step off the glass and in, finishes on the other end off the turnover, does Jimenez. And it's a 1-point game here. Coming up on 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And Sharif going to be content to hold for the last shot here as we're inside of 10 seconds. We're on 5, and here's Sharif. Time running down. Gives it over to Rankin. Rankin has a good look, and Rankin going to miss, and that's how the first quarter is going to end with the Running Bears leading the Sinton Pirates 11-10. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. This is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
Stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And we're back here, start of the second quarter. West Oso leading Sinton 11-10. And here's Payette on the drive, picks up the foul and the bucket. And Payette going to go to the line to try to finish off a three-point play. It's going to be the fourth foul on West Oso here. As we've got Payette at the line for an and-one opportunity. And he connects, and quick three-point play to start the quarter puts Sinton up 13-11, but it's been grinded out defensive type of game. Both sides defense kind of taking the other out of its game plan here, as both teams really struggling to find a rhythm, as there's a nice little fadeaway falling down by Brandon Simmons as he ties the game up at 13. Here's Puente for Sinton. Trying to get over to Pettis, and Pettis is going to step on the out-of-bounds line. It's going to be a turnover on Sinton, and it's going to be West Oso ball as Lopez and Terrazas check in. And James and Simmons heading to the bench for West Oso. Here's Sharif guarded by Jimenez at the top of the key. Feeds it to Rankin, and Rankin, nice bounce pass to Nichols. Nichols goes up with it, and he's going to draw the foul, and he's going to go to the line. Nice interior passing here by the Bears. They haven't finished, but they've gotten some good opportunities. Rankin has dished to Nichols a couple of times here, and just nice court awareness by the Bears. And just a team that moves pretty well without the ball, and that's going to be foul number 7 on Sinton as West Oso enters the bonus as Nichols knocks in the first free throw. Puente and Brown going to head to the bench as Cruz and Chris Burke take the floor for Sinton. And Nichols can't get the second to go, picks up the split, but Rankin ends up with the ball, and it's another possession for West Oso. Here's a strong drive by Sharif, up and under, can't finish at the rim, and he was finishing those on Tuesday night, just a different type of game here tonight. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't, but a couple of misfires in close by both teams. And here's Pettis in the lane, gives it off to Cruz, and Cruz finishes it off. Another bucket in the paint for Cruz. He's had a nice game here early on. Here's Rankin, drives, dishes to Lopez. Lopez, corner three. Yes! AJ Lopez. Missed a couple earlier, but gets that one to go. And it's 17-15. West Oso back in the lead. Here's Payet. Steps back, gives it to Jimenez, and he tries the corner, three from the wing, and he gets it to go with the answer on the other end. Here's Lopez back the other way. Doesn't have the touch there. But Sinton giving it their all here. We expected this. This Sinton team, a really well-rounded team, and you can see there as a couple of second chance opportunities, and here's a turnaround by Pettis. He can't finish, and Sinton just can't buy a basket on that possession. They've crashing the boards there, but they can't finish in close, and it results in a foul and going to be a couple of free throws here. Actually, it's not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be a West Oso foul, non-shooting. It's going to be an inbound for Sinton. Jimenez is going to drive on Nichols, and Jimenez finishes as he gets past Rayshawn Nichols. Nice drive, nice finish. And coming back the other way, here's Simmons. He drives. He's going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line. The Sinton team, we came in knowing they have size, but so we knew they were going to have a good interior presence. But right now, they've shown on both sides that they can really play in the paint, and it's going to pay off for them. And Simmons makes the first free throw, and they can generate offense in the paint, can the Pirates, and you see they can make things really difficult for this West Oso team. West Oso's been to the line a few times here tonight with 8 fouls on the Pirates. Simmons makes it a 1-point game, but this Pirate defense, we knew they were going to come in. They're going to be a salty bunch. And we have a timeout on the floor, 30-second variety. We'll keep it here. And it's just been a real hard-fought defensive battle by each team, just having to earn it. West Oso usually has an up-and-down kind of tempo to them. Unable to do that here tonight. Sinton really controlling the pace of this game, and it seems like a slow, grinded-out type of pace that they prefer. And with the way their bigs are playing, it's probably best suited for them. But they've had some success here early on, and just got to see if it can continue. But at any moment, you know that this West Oso team can get out and running, and whenever they do that and find a rhythm, they can be trouble. But so far, this Sinton defense has been able to keep them in check, and we're about 5 minutes away here from the half, and Sinton with possession up 1. Here's Payet. Payet drives, sees the double team, trying to get rid of it, gets it to Pettis. And Pettis loses it and taken away by James, and he loses it going up the floor on the leg of Pettis, but back to Payet. Nice pass over to Arriaga, who finishes down low, and Sinton leads by 3. Lopez drives, gives it off to James, and we're going to have a travel on West Oso. Sinton up by 3. A bucket here can really put him in good shape to start getting a little bit of a cushion here. And here's a steal by Sharif, and we saw a lot of that Tuesday night. And Sharif able to pick up the steal, picks up the foul, and he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's going to be the 19th foul on Sinton. So Sadiq Sharif going to the free throw line. And Sharif misses the first. Sinton comes up with the rebound. Inside of 4 minutes to play. Here's Jimenez on the drive. Can't finish at the hole. And here comes West Sosa. Here comes Sharif. Sharif weaves his way through traffic, puts it up, but there's James. James can't finish underneath, and he fights for the ball, and we're going to get a jump ball there. As Jalen James had a couple of cracks at it, but he couldn't finish in close, but it's going to be West Oso ball. As Lopez gets it into Sharif. Lopez calls for the ball, fakes, back to Terrazas, corner three for Terrazas. Off the mark there, and Payet loses the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say it was last touched by West Oso. Looks like it's going to be off of Brandon Simmons there. Here comes Jimenez off to Payet. Payet at the top of the key, guarded by Lopez. Payet gonna dribble. Gives it up to Pettis in the corner. And back out to Payet. And Payet giving instructions here. And we have a travel there as Gonzalez tried to drive. And gets called for the travel. And it's going to be West Oso ball. Inside of 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Terrazas, drives, puts it up off the glass, banks it home. Carlos Terrazas makes it a 1 point game. (22-21), Sinton leads by 1. Here's Jimenez, drives, gets in the paint, puts it up and in, and he finishes down low once again. Jimenez having a great first half for these Sinton Pirates. Swing it over to Lopez. Here's Sharif, step back three. In and out, can't get it to go, but there's James once again, and he finishes this time off the offensive board. Jalen James gets one to go, and he's been crashing the offensive boards here in the second quarter. He's played well. A nice pass there, and another travel. As Juan Gonzalez was cutting to the basket, but he was in good position there, but he's going to get called for the travel. So Nichols and Rankin going to come back in. Still a 1 point game. Sinton leads 24-23. Here's Lopez. Over to Terrazas. Straightaway three for Terrazas. A little too hard. Off the mark. Sinton rebounds. And Sharif steals it away. Gives it to a trailing Lopez who loses it. Lopez goes up with it anyway. Can't finish. There's Nichols for the offensive board. He misses. Goes up again but draws the foul. The Bears getting some second chance opportunities, but nothing easy down low with that interior defense of Sinton just suffocating. And that's going to be another foul. And West Oso in the double bonus now as Rayshawn Nichols goes to the line. Misses the first. He'll get one more. Elijah Brown coming back in as Juan Gonzalez going to take a seat for Sinton. Nichols ties the game up after splitting free throws. 24 all here, a minute and a half until we get to the half. It's been a good one. Here's Jimenez, he's been hot. And Jimenez follows his own shot, puts it back up off the glass and in. Jimenez once again scores in low, and Jimenez having a field day in the paint. And here's Rankin off the glass the other way for the answer. 26 all. What a game, what a first half. Hasn't been the fastest of paces, but it sure has been just a fight in the plainest sense of the word. They go down low. Here's a turnover as Payet's pass gets kicked and deflected. And here's Lopez in transition for a corner three. Lopez missed it, but it's tracked down by Terrazas, who gets it out to Sharif at the top of the key. Sharif dribbles, trying to get it out to Rankin there. Now they're going to call him with the carry there, and it's going to be Sinton, but saw Sharif trying to get it into Nichols. Looks like he probably would have had a better finish if he would have just tried to go up, take the shot. And there's Jimenez quickly the other way, off the glass, it's good. Sinton retakes the lead. And here's Lopez, deep corner three. Yes, AJ Lopez takes the lead with the three. 29-28, here comes the other way. It's Bettis over Nichols, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line. So Bettis going to shoot two to getting fouled down low. With 13 seconds to play. Bettis misses the first. Portlock going to come in as Nichols going to take a seat here for the last 13 seconds of the half. And Bettis ties the game up at 29. Inside of 10 seconds to go here, and Westoso going to hold for the last shot. And here's Rankin working on Bettis. Rankin loses the handle inside, ball goes out of bounds, and there's going to be less than a second left. 0.6 seconds left, and it's probably enough time for a catch and shoot, and Rankin gets it in quickly. Lopez lets it fly, and he can't get it to go. Beat the buzzer, but that's going to be the end of the first half, and it's 29 all, headed to the break, and been a defensive struggle. Both teams playing well on defense on both sides, but we have a 29-29 tie here at the break. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll run some first half highlights for you guys and then talk about what we saw here in the first half. So keep it with us. We're Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Real Sports Live. We're at the half. 8 minutes to go here at halftime, and it's a 29-29 game between the Sinton Pirates and the hosting Westoso Bears. Back and forth kind of game, and it's been a lot of defense, especially in the interior. It's been a really physical, aggressive game on both ends for each team, but we're going to show you how we got here, and we're going to go to the first half highlights, so stick with us. We'll be back here, but sit back and watch the highlights from the first 16 minutes of this one. Both teams misfiring early on here. 2 trips up the court for each, and both teams coming up empty. They give it off here to Terrazas. Terrazas stops at the free throw line. He shoots, he drops it in. Actually, 1 offensive foul on each side here, so. Pass up ahead, Davis. Gets it out of Jimenez. Jimenez runs off the glass, it's good, down low. And Payet gonna bring the ball up the court for the Pirates. Inside of 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They go down low to Jimenez. Jimenez turns around over Rankin, easy there as Donovan. It's inside of 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They go down low to Jimenez. Jimenez turns around over Rankin, easy there as Donovan Jimenez. Nice moves on the low block to give Sinton a 4-2 lead. And here's Sharif with the runner and a nice little teardrop going. And Sharif guarded by the taller Jimenez, and Sharif trying to drive, gets it over to Terrazas, over to Lopez. Lopez gonna drive. Lopez gets blocked in the paint. Over to Terrazas, over to Lopez. Lopez gonna drive. Lopez gets blocked in the paint by Dalen Davis. And here's Nichols. He's going to get the bucket and the foul off the feed from Rankin. Lead for Westoso as Payet works on Lopez here. Gets it in, Jimenez stops, shoots over Nichols, misses short, but Jimenez follows his own shot, and there's a nice defensive play by Nichols, but he's going to get caught. Rankin over to Nichols. Here's Terrazas on the drive, loses it on his feet. It's picked up by Cruz. Up ahead, here's Jimenez. Jimenez drives, ends up with it, but he's able to adjust and put the glass. About 2.5 left to go here. Cruz up ahead to Puente. And here's Cruz going to shoot the long 2, and he's going to get the kind bounce. The floor for Westoso. Shouting out the instructions, being guarded by Payet. Lopez in the deep corner, drives out to Rankin. Rankin fakes back to Lopez. Lopez on the drive, splits the defense, puts it up, can't finish. Rebounded there by Williams, who's blocked there by Cruz on the inside. The Westoso possession. Sinton's been good on defense, but they can't give Westoso extra possessions like that. And here's Sharif, and getting it right back as Jimenez plays defense, and Jimenez going the other way. Nice step off the glass and in, finishes on the other end off the turnover, does Jimenez. 13-11, but it's been grinded out defensive type of game. Both sides, defense kind of taking the other out of its game plan here, as both teams really struggling to find a rhythm, as there's a nice little fadeaway falling down by Brandon. On Tuesday night, just a different type of game here tonight. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't, but a couple of misfires in close by both teams. And here's Pettis in the lane, gives it off to Cruz, and Cruz finishes it off. Another bucket in the paint for Cruz. He's had a nice game here early on. Here's Rankin, drives, dishes to Lopez. Lopez, corner 3. Yes! AJ Lopez to go, and it's 17-15. Westoso back in the lead. Here's Payet, steps back, gives it to Jimenez, and he tries to corner a 3 from the wing, and he gets it to go with the answer on the other end. A Westoso foul, non-shooting. It's going to be an inbound for Sinton. Jimenez is going to drive on Nichols, and Jimenez finishes as he gets past Rayshawn Nichols. And Pettis loses it and taken away by James, and he loses it going up the floor on the leg of Pettis, but back to Payet. Nice pass over to Arriaga, who finishes down low. And gets called for the travel. It's going to be Westoso ball. Inside of 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Terrazas, drives, puts it up off the glass, banks it home. Carlos Terrazas off the glass, banks it home. Carlos Terrazas makes it a 1-point game. 22-21, Sinton leads by 1. Here's Jimenez drives, gets in the paint, puts it up and in, and he finishes down low once again. Jimenez having a great first. Here's Sharif, step back 3. In and out, can't get it to go, but there's James once again, and he finishes this time off the offensive board. 24 all here, a minute and a half until we get to the half. It's been a good one. Here's Jimenez, he's been hot. And Jimenez follows his own shot, puts it back up off the glass and in. Jimenez once again. And Jimenez follows his own shot, puts it back up off the glass and in. Jimenez once again. Scores in low, and Jimenez having a field day in the paint. And here's Rankin off the glass the other way for the answer. It's going to be Sinton, but saw Sharif trying to get it into Nichols. Looks like he probably would have had a better finish if he would have just tried to go up, take the shot. And there's Jimenez quickly the other way. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. About a minute away from the start of the second half, 29 all here. As mentioned before, both teams playing well defensively and not making it easy on the other side. Look at a team like West Oso, they're used to running up and down the court, have not been able to find that rhythm yet. Usually they live off getting turnovers, and they got a few of them here, but Sinton does a really good job of taking care of the ball. They pass the ball well, they move really well, and they're getting it done, especially in the paint. You look at a player, look no further than number 32, Donovan Jimenez. Playing well in the paint, he's able to finish, he's able to crash the board, he's gotten a couple of offensive rebounds, and he could just play on the low block, and that's really been a headache for West Oso here in the first half. But West Oso not letting it phase them, but they just have not been able to get out and running and set the tempo that they really want. But we're coming up here, the start of the third quarter. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with us. I'm Mark Molina here on the call for you today. Wherever you guys are watching, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, on our YouTube, the Roku Network, or Apple TV, we're Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live. And we're going to get things going here with the West Oso inbound. And we're going to have it inbound. We're waiting for the officials who have, I guess we've just found out that we have not had the officials come out until right now, and here they go to a lukewarm ovation from the Sinton sideline. But here we go. God Payette going to inbound for Sinton. And we get the ball in here, and here's Chris Arriaga. Here's Payette. Dribbles, pulls it back out, trying to get it underneath, just trying to get it to J.R. Cruz, but the ball tipped away. It's going to stay with Sinton. Inbounding is Jimenez, who had a big first half. Here's Cruz on the dribble, feeds it down low to Davis, and Davis out to Jimenez, who's going to try the three from the wing. Rims in and out. There's Arriaga with the offensive board on the putback, puts it in. And Sinton strikes first here out of the locker room from the second half. Here's Terrazas on the drive, gets it to Lopez. Swing it over to Sharif, and he's going to drive on the bigger Jimenez. Sharif, finger roll, and he finishes, and he's going to get called for the offensive foul. Tough break there. First team foul on West Oso, and you often see that with good defensive teams. They know how to stand in there, get in position, take charges, things of that nature. And it could really stymie a team like West Oso, whose offense is predicated on just the up-tempo rhythm they get into. And here's Payette, drives, runs into a wall of white jerseys, goes underneath to Jimenez, and Jimenez off the glass, it's good. Jimenez just hard to stop down low, and he's really just been a force, and he's made all the difference in this game for the Sinton Pirates. Here's Rankin, drives. He's going to get fouled. There's going to be a push there. It's going to be called on Dalen Davis. Rankin to Sharif, catch and shoot from the corner. Sharif puts it in. Sadiq Sharif finding the range from distance. Here's Payet, he drives, and he's going to get called with the offensive foul on the other end. A little bit of a push off there. So it's be West Oso ball, trailing by 1. And here's Lopez, top of the key, over to Rankin. Corner, Sharif gonna try the 3 again. One more time, Sadiq Sharif, back-to-back threes. And gives West Oso the lead, 35-33, but here comes Jimenez quickly, and he goes to the ground and loses the ball there, and we have a whistle, and it's going to be Sinton ball. We're going to have a foul called, and it looks like it's going to be on Rankin as he went to the ground with Jimenez, and Jimenez calls for it on the inbound, goes in the corner, gives it off to Payet. Payet to Davis. People thought here at the stands, probably thought he traveled a little bit, didn't take the step. Here's Payet trying to back down the bigger Lopez. And they get it to Cruz, but they're going to wave it off as there's a foul away from the ball. So after the Sinton foul, it's going to be West Oso ball. 2 team fouls for each here in the opening minutes. Here's Sharif, steps back, takes another 3, and Sharif feeling it. Another 3 for Sadiq Sharif, coming out of the half firing. 9 quick points for Sadiq Sharif here in the early going. And we have a timeout. Let's go to the replay. And Sadiq Sharif, this is nothing more than a plain heat check. Here he is, stops, steps back, puts it up, and it's good. 3 straight possessions with Sadiq Sharif threes, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Would you like to help needy kids and win some great prizes? For every $100 donation to Sunny Glen Children's Home Big Ticket Fundraiser, you can earn a chance to win prizes like a new Ford Bronco, an African Safari, a Rolex watch, Cowboys tickets, and more. Donate today at sunnyglen.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sadiq Sharif coming out of the half, firing, dropping in a trio of 3-pointers here in the last minute or so. And here's a steal, and here's Lopez, and there's one of those turnovers. And Nichols gained it to Terrazas, and gets it back to Sharif, and Sharif dishes to Lopez. Lopez gonna try a corner 3, in and out, and Lopez only hit 1 3 from the field here tonight. He struggled from beyond the arc, and there's a foul. Looks like that's going to be on West Oso. So foul number 3 for the Bears here in the third quarter. Jimenez gets the ball into J.R. Cruz. Gets it back to Jimenez. Jimenez stops, shoots over Rankin. Misses, and Nichols pulls down the rebound. He's going to be fouled from behind. It looks like that's going to be on Dalen Davis. And it looks like that's another foul on Davis. I think that's number 4 on him as he goes to the bench, and Chris Burke comes in. So inside of 5 minutes to play here in the third, and the Bears with a 5-point lead here coming out of the 9-4 spurt. Here's Terrazas. Back to Rankin. Rankin's going to drive, and he's going to get blocked, and that's Payet on the block, and back comes Sinton. Jimenez on the perimeter looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Goes to the corner for Arriaga. Aliaga turns, being worked on by Nichols, gets it out to Burke. And here's Jimenez. Jimenez gonna drive, goes in, and he's blocked by Nichols. And Nichols says, not this time. And here comes Sharif back the other way. And Sharif, he can go, he can fly, and he is gonna go to the line this time. Can't finish there. And Rayshawn Nichols, we'll see it here, and Nichols just the whole way. He's been getting pushed around there in the paint, but you see that an emphatic block and allowing for Sharif to get out running. He couldn't finish, but he goes to the line and picks up the first free throw, gives West Oso a 6-point lead. It's biggest here of the game. I think the biggest for either side. And Sharif puts in another bucket, makes it a 7-point game. And Sharif deflected the ball out of bounds, and he gets tripped up there as he tried to chase the ball down with Burke right on him in the corner, and it's going to be Sinton ball. Hit the ball in here to Payette. Payette worked on by the smaller Lopez, but Lopez right on him. They get the ball to Brown, and Brown going to get called with the travel. And West Oso finding some momentum, and it's not the out and running kind of momentum, but they're getting stops here, and Sinton drawing some whistles, and Terraza is going to drive, and he's going to get fouled. It looks like that's going to be on Burke. That's going to be the 15th foul, and we saw this in the first half. Sinton racking up early fouls. They racked up 6 in the first quarter. And here's Lopez. He's going to try from 3 and just can't find the mark. He's struggling, but he's going to keep shooting, and hopefully he can shoot his way out of this funk that he's had for the better part of 2.5 quarters. Moves out to Payette. They swing it back over to Cruz. They go underneath to Jimenez, and West Oso getting privy to the game plan. They're not allowing easy passes inside to Jimenez, but that one goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Sinton. J.R. Cruz over to Jimenez in the corner, and he's got the mismatch here with Lopez. He turns around, and he's going to get called with the offensive foul there. Looks like he might have made contact with the elbow. It's a good presence of mind by the West Oso defense there. And Lopez, not an easy assignment to guard a taller player who can really move. He's a real stretch kind of a player. Kind of stretch forward type of player there, but he can drive, he can dribble, and he can shoot. Not a easy assignment, but good job by Lopez there, staying with it and picking up the offensive foul. Back the other way, here's Rankin. They give it off, and there's James, and Sharif comes up with it, and there's a 3-on-2 action and a pull-up jumper, and Sharif knocks it down. And Sadiq Sharif just owning this third quarter with 11 points. 3 trays and that bucket there. And here's Jimenez from the corner, misses everything. Lopez with the rebound. And here we go. The Bears out and running. Here's Sharif on the other end. Off the turnover, and Sadiq Sharif puts it in once more. And West Oso up by 11. We knew it would come if they get out and running, and there we go. Let's check out the replay. It all starts here with this Jimenez 3. You see Lopez undersized inside there on the scuffle, gets the defensive rebound, and serves up a nice outlet pass there to Sadiq Sharif. And Sinton needs a timeout to talk about it a little bit here as they now trail 44-33. And West Oso starting to find that rhythm we talked about, starting to change the tempo of the game a little bit, and looks like they've got Sinton frazzled on the offensive end. And And we talked about it earlier. West Oso just trying to cut off the easy passes inside into the paint and just trying to get Sinton to move around, make a play, or do something to try to open themselves up for shots, because the easy outlet or the easy inside pass is being cut off here. So, and also Sadiq Sharif, he's just come out here and he's picking up where he left off on Tuesday. Get the ball in quickly here to Jimenez. And there's another turnover as Payette loses it, and here comes Rankin, and we got a 4-on-2 coming the other way. Here's Simmons. He's going to get called with the travel there. I don't think he expected the pass, so it's going to go over to Sinton, and Sinton probably thanking their lucky stars there that West Oso came up empty, and give it off to Jimenez, and Jimenez spin move inside, can't finish. There's Cruz on the trail with the offensive board, and he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. They're going to call that on Simmons, I believe. It's going to be the 4th personal. And Cruz knocks in the first free throw, makes it a 10-point game. Jalen James going to have a seat for West Oso, and Jonathan Reyes makes his first appearance of the game. And Cruz splits the free throws, and here comes Sharif quickly the other way. Dishes to Lopez, swings it over to Rankin, wide open from the wing. Rankin drops it in. West Oso leads 47-34. And Jimenez on the inside, and he's going to get called with a travel. And frustration starting to set in here for this Sinton offense as the game has picked up steam a little bit, and that's going to play right into West Oso's hands. And Sharif loses the handle. No foul call there. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Sinton possession with a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cruz ins to Payette. Cruz, the outlet pass to Jimenez. He loses it. A nice play there by Elijah Brown to save it. And we're inside of a minute to go. Payette loses it. And Rankin finishes at the other end. Zephaniah Rankin off the turnover and the feed from Sadiq Sharif. And it's a 15-point game. Here's Payette, the runner, gets it to go. .22 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and West Oso going to hold for what we can assume will be the last shot, but it's been all West Oso here in this 3rd quarter. They came out firing, and it's starting with this man with the ball right here, Sadiq Sharif. And Sharif with the runner falling down. 2 seconds here, and not going to be in time, and that's how we're going to end the 3rd quarter as the West Oso Bears outscore Sinton by 13 in this 3rd quarter. We're headed to the 4th. West Oso leads Sinton 49-36. We'll be back. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And we're back. Start of the fourth quarter. West Oso leading Sinton 49-36. Here's an early three for Terrazas here to start the fourth quarter. Misses. Payet up ahead of Jimenez, and Jimenez gets fouled. Shot doesn't go, but he's going to go to the line, shooting two here. And it was a 29-29 game at the half, but West Oso coming out in the third quarter. And Sadiq Sharif just went crazy. 3 straight possessions with the 3 to get things going, to spark an early run. And there's Menace knocking in the first free throw. He'll get one more. But there's just been some adjustments by the Bears, especially on defense, not allowing the Sinton Pirates to have their way in the paint. Nichols gives it off to Terrazas. Over to Rankin. He played well in the third quarter as well. And here's Rankin. Nice pass underneath to Simmons. And Simmons on the reverse layup off the glass and in. 51-38 up ahead to Cruz. Cruz turns around over to Davis. Davis misses off the mark. Here's Terrazas up ahead to Lopez. And Lopez almost loses it. Ball up ahead, and nice pass over there to Nichols. Just got rid of it behind the back, and we'll have a reset here. Everything just coming up West Oso right now. Lopez over to Nichols, and Rankin drives, splits the D, and Rankin finishes, gets the roll. 15-point lead now. Swing the ball over to Cruz. Cruz turns around, and he's going to get caught with the travel. And we've seen a few of those tonight, and for whatever reason, Sinton just a little bit of hesitation here and there, and we've seen a few travels coming up the floor by them. We talked about both teams not being able to find their offensive rhythm, and it seems West Oso has found theirs here in the second half, and the Sinton Pirates have not. And here's Lopez. Here's a little runner in the paint, short, and talk about somebody who's been off. Lopez has been a little bit off, but he's played well on the defensive end. And Payet gets it stolen away, and here's Rankin. Rankin doesn't have the numbers, but he tries to finish on the other end, but there's Payet with the hard foul from behind, and Rankin gonna go to the line. And that's gonna be foul number 7 as the West Oso Bears enter the bonus. But this is gonna be a shooting foul, and Rankin gonna go to the line. He's gonna shoot 2. Rankin makes the first. Sinton inbounding the ball here. It's a 55-38 lead for the Bears, who have just owned this second half. Here's Arriaga, another Sinton travel. And Sinton just shooting itself in the foot here in the second half. Here's Terrazas. Over to Lopez. And Sharif, he's going to let it fly from beyond the arc, short, but Terrazas tips it over to Simmons, and Simmons with the putback. Brandon Simmons, he's had a pretty good game. They feed Davis down low, and Davis off the glass, it's good. 17-point lead now inside of 5 minutes to go. And here's Lopez. He'll take a shot from beyond the arc and off once again. They get it over to Jimenez, but there's Lopez. Jimenez loses it. He just plain lost it there. And back the other way is Westoso. Here's Sharif, and he's going to dribble it back out. No rush here. And that last trip up the court for Sinton, just the story of this second half. And nice move by Terrazas, the up and under, the drive, and the bucket. So 59-40 game, and here's Davis going to let it fly, misses everything. Lopez with the rebound. And the full court pressure coming from Sinton now. Here's Sharif. Nice play, trying to feed Simmons. But the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Sinton ball. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout out on the floor. So we have a timeout. We'll take a quick step away and we'll be back. Keep it here. Bears lead 59-40 over Sinton.
And ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Inside of 4 minutes to go, coming off a timeout, the Bears leading the Sinton Pirates 59-40. And here's Jimenez turnaround trying to get a pass off, but he gets fouled before he tries. Looks like he was trying to get it to Davis. So it's going to be Sinton ball to the Westoso foul. 6 fouls on the Bears. And here's Cruz with the runner, misses. Rebound there by Portlock underneath. And he gets it away. And Sinton full court pressure is in full swing here, and they're closing in after every rebound. And trying to find a way to get something going and make a last-ditch effort to try to get in this game. But 3.5 minutes, they're going to have to score and get stops. And here's Jimenez, turns around off the glass. Can't finish, but he's going to go to the line. And Jimenez has been very quiet here in the second half after a blockbuster first 16 minutes out of the gate. Really just having his way in the paint. But a different story here, and as he's kind of disappeared, so has the Sinton offense. Jimenez misses the first. Jimenez splits the freebies. Makes it an 18-point game coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Pass up ahead to Terrazas. Gets it out to Lopez. Lopez on the drive, fakes, puts it up high off the glass, and it's good. AJ Lopez. And there's another turnover. They try to get it to the trailing Arriaga, but Westoso ready for it. Here's Lopez. Another drive, and Lopez almost finishes. Can't get it to go. Here comes Sinton. Here's a straight ahead three. Banking it home is Jimenez. And it's a 15-point game. And might be a little bit too late here for Sinton as they keep the defensive pressure on. But Westoso made the adjustments coming out of the break. He had to Portlock in the corner. He fires off the corner three. Doesn't get it to go. There's Arriaga who falls down. This Bears defense taking away the interior, at least the easy entry passes into the paint. And started getting those turnovers that they were accustomed to seeing them get, and they got out and running just a little bit, but it was enough here for them to pull away in that third quarter as they were plus 13 coming out of the half. And Arriaga going to the line, makes the first. And Arriaga makes them both. It's a 15-point game. Here's Sadiq Sharif. Almost loses it, gets it to Portlock in the corner. Portlock, Strap, throws the pass, it's deflected, and here comes Sinton. Here comes Jimenez. Pull up 3 in transition. Can't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be West Oso ball. Carlos Terrazas. There's a turnover. And Cruz misfires from in close. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be West Oso's ball. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a West Oso timeout. It's going to be a full timeout on the floor, so while the teams talk about it, we're going to step away really quick. So keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
In provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
And we're back out on the court. Middle of a full timeout here. And it's a 61-46 game here late in the fourth quarter. It's going to be West Oso inbounding. The minute 40 to play. Inside of a minute and a half to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Zephaniah Rankin. And West Oso beginning to try to salt the clock away here. They're going to try to just dribble it out. And it was the third quarter that made all the difference for the Bears. And Sadiq Sharif just coming in. He had those trio of threes there to start the third quarter. And then from there, it was just a lot of momentum going over to West Oso, and that changed the course of the game, and it stayed like that. And defensively, they just put the clamps on Sinton, a team that was just coming in here. They lived in the paint in the first half. Going to Jimenez, who had a great first half, but they cut him off here, and West Oso just gonna sit here, and the last second's gonna tick off the clock, and Sinton just stepping back as the last 20 seconds gonna tick off here. And well, our player of the game on Tuesday night in the win against Ingleside was Sadiq Sharif. It looks like he's gonna be on his way there once again for this Bears team. They came out, struggled in the first half offensively, but found their rhythm, and they went the way of Sadiq Sharif, and that's gonna be it here. As the Bears pick up a district win, 61-46 over a very game Sinton team that came to play in the first half, but third quarter making all the difference, and the Bears pull this one out. I want to thank everybody for watching. Go follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, YouTube, Roku Network, on Apple TV. We're on there. That's RIO Sports Live. You can see us also on realsportslive.com for content and cool stuff coming. So make sure to look for us there. And Once again, West Oso 61, Sinton 46. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and have a great night.